Oh, I am live. Okay. Cool. Am I also the only one here? That's what I thought. All right, let's see. If I turn this on, I'm going to have to math here in a second. So how do I find the circumference of something? Hold on. All right. Ooh, fancy. Watch these be like the wrong size or something. Oh no, those are cool. Black Friday deal right there, kids. Okay, so this is how we math. How do I? Okay, so it's in here. This is a thing that this is a thing that you measure like your bicep with. It's a thing to do like body fat testing, but I think it's gonna work for this. What's up, Irish Rider? So have you ever seen one of these, like you put around your arm or whatever, and then it gives you a measurement on there. The thing that sucks is there's millimeters on the other side of this, so you can't see them. And I'm afraid this is gonna like, oh no, it's locked. Okay, cool. Okay, so 22. Thank you. 22 centimeters is 220 millimeters, right? So for those of you that deal in millimeters and metric, would you say that this looks like it's 22 or 22 centimeters or 220 millimeters around? All right, gonna write this shit down. I'm gonna forget. All right, so right now our speculation, kids. Is that okay? So simplify. So that looks like it's 220 millimeters, 220 millimeters around. And then if I can find something else that measures in centimeters and millimeters. Okay, so that is 20. That's always so weird to me. So it's 200 millimeters tall. It's craziness. 200 millimeters tall. Okay. So simplify, you might have right at the beginning, it was kind of glitchy because it took forever for me to load. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up this rotary. I want to show you guys how easy it is, first of all. And then I want to run, what I thought would be cool is to try to do like a pattern that wraps all the way around it, because I haven't seen that done on a laser. I've been told that my math skills need to be on point for that to happen. They are not. So this is just kind of a concepted idea that we will have to tweak later if it looks cool. So bear with me. Okay, and we're going to be doing, the reason I'm taking the measurements off this is because we're going to be doing this around here. I found kind of a lace pattern with skulls in it that I'm hoping, I might have to, like, I don't know the dimensions of it yet, so we may have to find something different, but hopefully, now I'll put this over here, and then I don't forget it's there. Ooh. Oh, these have rubber on the bottom. These were black, this is like Black Friday deal. I got 4 of these for, I can't remember, it was cheap. And then, so I bought 3 packages. Okay. So this is super easy. I wish more people were in here to see this, but I don't want to wait around because I don't want to waste your time and like the kids are inside and stuff. Like I'm not going to be out here all night. So let me bring you over here. I'm just moving some stuff out of my way right now. I'm going to turn you guys over here. And this is the D1. Got that D, right? Okay. So this thing comes with risers that I just threw on the ground. I'm sorry, it doesn't come with risers, but if you order the Iris, I don't know how to hide it, but that would be cool. If you order the Rotary, which is right over here, was right over here, and then I put it someplace completely different. Now I don't know where it is. Here it is. So if you order the Rotary, get this out of here. It comes with these risers, okay? And all they are is they attach to the feet that are already on here. My lighting's kind of shitty. I might, you know what? Here, let's. You see that better? I keep the light off when I'm in here because it whites me out and I look like powder. Anyway, so you're going to take these risers, and I think I need all three of them. Before, when I was doing this, I was stacking this up on 2x4s because they didn't send me all the risers. I just got them. But and then you just you're gonna just pop the little rubber piece off the bottom of this and screw this in. So this is how easy this thing lifts up. All right. So we're just gonna do that on all four sides. This is the part of the video where I would speed it up and play some music. So if I was going to go permanent location with this thing, I think what I would do is have somebody, because I don't have the ability, I'd have somebody print me some 3D little circle guys that go right here. I would have a spoil board underneath here. I would have those 3D boots attached to the spoil board. And then that way, if you pick this up, or when you lift it, when you set it back down, it'd always be in the same spot. That's just me fucking rambling. If that makes sense. I selected something and now everything's weird. Okay. Now, so that is how you lift it. That's the easiest lifting I've ever been able to do with a laser. And then our next thing is we're going to come in here and we're going to attach this. This guy attaches. I can't even get you guys over here to see it, but there's just a little deal right here. You plug it in, and now we're ready to do rotary shit. Okay, that's how easy that was. That's how quick that was. Iris, yes, it is. This is the 10-watt diode laser by the D1 10-watt diode laser from xTool. I have a rotary coming for the Orchard too, so we will play with that when it gets here. But this is what we got right now. Okay, so I'm gonna load my stuff in the device, in the unit. It's been a long day, Tater. Long day, Tater. All right, so I'm just gonna come in here. I'm gonna put this in here, and that looks like it's gonna fit, right? I mean, we're all good. Biggest thing is I would love to have a spoil board under here that has a grid on it, because right now it's kind of, you put stuff in here and you think it looks all right, but it might be off a little bit. And a lot of times what I do is I go off the edge of this thing, but it's kind of hard to go off the edge when it's raised like that. So let's drop this here. Don't have to hit the foot. Let's put this over here. It'll work out if we do it like this. Okay, so that's pretty squared up. We good, man. We good. Okay. Now here's the part. This is what I'm going to turn the light off because I, I'm white as a fucking ghost. All right. So now what we're going to do is what did I do with that? Oh, I stole an image. Well, I didn't steal an image. Shh. Let's see if I can just drop it in here. Oh, sweet. Okay. So first I'm going to rotate that. Wait, can I just rotate it? Yeah, rotate it 90. 90. That shouldn't matter. What is it? So if I want to rotate it the other way, it's 270? Is that what it is? 270? There we go. Okay. And then we said millimeters are width. I still feel like I'm going to have this in the wrong orientation somehow. Wow. Okay, we might mush our design a little bit. Let's see what happens. Okay, so our width, where's my piece of paper? Our width would be around, right? So that's 220. And then our height is 200. Okay. So this would be really interesting if this just works off the bat, man. Coated metal. And then let's see, we're gonna put this right in the center of this thing. Oh, I guess I should probably come over here and get you down here and see what you guys are seeing. For those of you guys that are not familiar with this particular laser or lasers in general, you usually have a focus billet. This has a little kickstand type thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it out, and this is nice because it's always attached to the unit. You don't have to keep track of it. I also just hit the button on accident. Flashed right at me because it's mad. Okay, so that is focused now, and then we're going to bring this in, and we're going to go. I'm going to guess that's the middle. The biggest problem with this thing is when you're on a surface that isn't flat, the crosshairs get kind of wonky because they kind of curve around the surface, and it makes it confusing. So actually, you know what? I'm going to go all the way to the top because I want to, well, here. That way I also know if I'm lined up. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go all the way to the top because I think this will engrave better. Okay, and then we're going to go like this. We're going to connect to our laser, and then we're going to hit start. And I'll just talk you guys through this stuff because you can't see it, and if I point you at the computer screen, it doesn't show up very well. I wish I had a way to, I'm sure there is, I just don't know how to do it. I wish there was a way to switch from that to my screen and back while I'm live. Also, Clinkies. Okay, let's. Okay, so 71 minutes. Why is that going to take 71 minutes? Well, you know what? We will. Well, first of all, so one of the things. So after you plug that in, you lift it, you plug it in. When you're getting ready to print, or I guess engrave, you're going to click the cylinder working button, and that lets it know that it's running the cylinder versus the y-axis. And then when you hit frame, turn around here and point you. And when I hit frame, you'll see it. You'll see this move instead of. So see, it rolled it as opposed to. As opposed to oh no, I'm curious how this is going to work. Oh wait, is this the? Try that again. Hold on. Okay, so My biggest fear right now is that I have the orientation incorrect. But what do we do here at Build That Build? We give it the beans. All right, so I'm hitting start. Wow. Okay, where am I? I had my laser goggles on a second ago, and now I need them. All right, let me get back over here. See your pretty little faces. Hi, guys. Okay, so that is going. As you can see, we don't have a whole lot of progress yet. I don't know if we're going to do... I don't know if you guys are going to see the full thing today or on stream, because if that's going to take 71 minutes, I mean, my wife's going to be home before that, and then I gotta do shit. I gotta eat. I gotta take care of the kids. Well, the kids are playing on their tablets right now. You know what? My wife hates those tablets. I love those things so much. Kids come home and they just like grab their tablets and go sit down. Okay, so questions. Does anybody have any questions they want me to go over? Anybody have questions about laser or anything? Suggestions on videos you would like to see? They probably won't happen until after the first of the year because my production schedule is a fucking nightmare right now. Yeah, you know, what you drinking? I need to figure out some way to block this without the glasses. Let's do. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. I can't see the computer screen very well with the orange glasses on. So I just put something over there so it's not hitting me sideways. Also, are you guys still here? I mean, I show people are in the room, but it doesn't look like anybody's spoken in a while, which is totally fine if y'all just chilling. Also, I don't know if can I put a picture in here? Let me see if I can show you this. If I turn this around, this is tiny, isn't it? Let's see. Okay. I can't see it while I'm doing it. That is the pattern that we're doing on this tumbler. So all the black should be etched out. I mean, all the black on here should be etched off of the thing at the end of it. All right, cool. Just checking. Let me finish this bottle of Makers. Is anybody having a hard time buying whiskey? Fuck. So for my daily driver, I usually just go buy a 1.75, right? Easier to deal with. And my go-to is Bullet. The last three or four times I've been to the liquor store, they don't have this 1.75 Bullet, and I just can't bring myself to buy something smaller now because I feel like I'm getting fucked. So then my next go-to is Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace has been out forever. Then what's my third go-to? Actually, Makers is my third go-to, and that's been on and off. What's up, Carlos? And then the other day I had to buy a 1.75 of Elijah Craig. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, good stuff, but because that was the only thing that they had. So basically what I'm getting at is I have to keep buying more expensive whiskey because the cheaper stuff is out of stock all the time, and it's bullshit. Oh, also I just farted. It stinks. So those of you guys that weren't on earlier today, I did this laser engraving for a girl. I'll pull up the picture, and then you can check it out. Tell me what you think. Okay, Riverbend. Okay, very talented artist. Her name is Melissa. Her Instagram is Riverbend Art Company or Art Co. And She posts a lot, so let me see if I can find the picture. She did throwing some Punisher down, man. I don't feel like it was that far back. It probably was. And she posted this picture, and I was like, "Ooh, oh no, there it is." Okay, so this is hand drawn by her, right? Okay, that's not like a movie image or anything like that. She drew that picture of Freddy Krueger. Pretty cool, right? So I saw it. Chuck, Knob. I like me a little Knob Creek too. Would you be interested? So now that I've made a cocktail smoker, I thought about making a couple of they would be short videos. I don't even know if I would put them on they might be like TikToks or like reels. But would you want to see how I like make a smoked old fashioned where like I smoke the whiskey, but I also smoke the citrus on the grill beforehand? Delicious. Anyway, okay, so she posted that picture, and I'm like, please send me a copy of that picture, and I will etch one on a canvas for you. The first one didn't turn out so great, but the second one did, and I'm going to show it to you right motherfucking now. Check it out. Let me turn the light on. Now that it's all washed out. How good is that, man? Look at that shit. It's actually like that's washing it out a little bit. Can we just do this? It's more red than this stuff is leading on. Go. Okay. You probably see it best there. Woo! I just got a little little inhalation of burnt whatever that is, coating paint. Isn't that fucking badass? So now that I have the settings for this, I'm gonna make myself one, but I'm gonna send this to her because, well, it's hers. Shit. Fucking awesome. And then I've been working on these. This is going to be a video coming up soon. I don't know if this one's going to be on there. I don't like the way it looks. But more Christmas ornaments. Dude, these things fucking sell like hotcakes. Like people make killings off of these. I asked in one of my laser groups, I'm like, what do you make the most money off of? And 2 or 3 women were like, ornaments, Christmas ornaments. So you guys know me. I have to make them in my own style, but currently waiting on material to make more of these. And I probably missed it. I probably missed the boat for the massive influx of cash that I would have made if I would have done more of these. These all say the same thing. But if you have a laser, something to think about. So basically, I just cut this out, and then I cut a backer out, and then you glue them together. And then, fucks no. I was gonna say, and then you jolly as fuck. I don't even know why I clicked the monetization button when I do live. So you guys watch me on YouTube, and I have to edit out all of the curse words because I would get demonetized. I curse like a sailor. Thanks, Pierce. So I got those going. But like I said, I ran out of material to make any more, so I don't want to post them on Instagram because I'm afraid that not Instagram. What's up, Wick? I don't want to post them on Etsy because I'm afraid, like, here's me. I'm like, oh my God, well, what happens if I post them on Etsy and I get like 1,000 sales? And I don't have the material to back it up. It's just like horror stories you always hear. And I'm like, well, I would fucking figure something out. Part of me is I just don't want to, like, I don't want to put it on there and get like 1,000 sales. It's just not going to happen. And then have to like run my ass ragged. I'd rather have like stock, but we'll see. Stuff keeps getting in the way, man. Stuff keeps getting in the way. I don't want to say that. All right, so let me check. I just want to take a look over here. Boop. And we've got nothing cool yet. Nothing cool, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing cool. All right. And then earlier, if you guys weren't on, Pierce was. I don't think any of you guys were here. I'm a plumber by trade, so yeah, curse words come with the territory. Fuck yeah, dude. If I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't have gone to college. Although somebody made a good point to me the other day. I throughout my career prior to becoming a maker and content creator, I always said I never used my degree for anything. And then somebody asked me what my degree was in, and I said, well, my degree is in communication with a minor in mass media. And they're like, oh, so you're using your degree now? I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, I am. So I should have just started making YouTube videos when I got out of college. But I wouldn't go to college. Like, I still, like, my wife's trying to, like, do college funds and stuff like that. And I'm like, listen, I think we're going to need tradespeople. I think what we're going to see by the time my kids are ready to go to college, I think you're going to see a totally different kind of college where it's going to be, like, much more focused and, like, it's going to be more like all technical schools would be my guess. But if I could go back and do it again, I would become a plumber or an electrician. Probably an electrician, but plumber is like right up there. Not a big fan of the poop, so I would go electrician first. But plumber just as handy. And I mean, fucking Colin Furs is a or was a plumber, and that guy makes some amazing shit. All right, let's see. Oh, so earlier you guys weren't here. My top tier patrons are getting these as a gift this year. Just a little flask, but I engraved my logo on it. And these are super. We were talking about. I think when you order these in bulk, they're about $330. I think as we decided $330, $350 a piece, so $3.50, and then it takes 8 minutes on the laser. So, I mean, it's a pretty lucrative little thing to have in your back pocket. No pun intended. You know it was a fun. You knew it was a fun. You knew it was gonna happen. But one of these laser engravers will pay for itself if you do the things that you need to do, which is sell shit. So if anybody's wives or anybody is giving them flack about one laser, I guarantee you, like the Auteur, it's like what, $450, $475. You customize. Let's see, a mathing. So here, this is how I math. I like it when people send me money. Let's see. Okay, so let's say it's $475, and you can charge $20 more per whatever you're making. Let's say you're a woodworker, you're making cutting boards or something along those lines, and you can charge $20 more, that's low end. So you can charge $20 more if you personalize it. Okay, so you're going to use your laser to engrave their logo, their last name, or some shit on the board. So I'm just going to take $475. I'm going to divide that by 20, and the answer is 24. So round it up to 24. You still 24 things you've paid it off, and then it's just profit. New construction and commercial work, fucking, you be banking, boy. That's the good way to be. Just make sure you put all those pipes in the right place. Yeah, I don't. I don't envy. I don't like. I don't know. The only thing I don't like about the trades is like the guys that like, even electricians, I mean plumbers too, man. When you gotta like climb up in somebody's fucking attic in Houston when it's like, fucking 110 degrees outside. But you know what? Honest day's work, you make your fucking money, and you don't have any debt. I mean, my wife and I are fortunate enough to have paid off all of our student loans, but man, so my wife went to she went to grad school and got her doctorate. So her entire undergrad was paid for by grants and shit like that, because she's fucking brilliant. And the sad thing is, I'm going to say this number, and you guys are going to be like, well, that's nothing now. But back then, it was a lot. Her grad school program cost about $90,000. This is fucking ridiculous, man. And I mean, like I said, we got the shit paid for, but Jesus, know how to manage your money, kids. Damn. Wick, no job is ever perfect. I say that all the time. I don't know if you guys listen to the podcast. The new episode will be out tomorrow. Dude, if you don't listen to the podcast, go check out tomorrow's episode of the podcast, because what we did is basically it's our last podcast of the season. So we shouted out a bunch of people on Instagram that make cool shit, and you should go follow all those people on Instagram. And buy some of their shit, or just check it out. But like the whole point of it is to support local, to support small businesses and whatnot. And you may hear me rant. I don't think I rant so much on this one. This was Paige's idea, but most of the time I'm just fucking running my mouth. So Wick, was that before or after the market went nuts? Because this house is worth like, well, I don't know if it's worth. I say worth lightly because the way the housing market, like eventually the housing market bubble is going to burst again. But right now, I think we sold this house, we could sell it for $150,000 more than we bought it for, which pre-COVID it was worth $10,000 more than we bought it for, or something like that. Ridiculous. Wix, that's crazy. Of course, I'm assuming that your house is smaller than mine. Not being a prick, I just I'm assuming actually, Wick, where do you live? Because I bought back in the day. Paige and I bought a house in West Virginia on. Oh man, it was like 8.5 acres or something for under $100,000, and the house was like 2,500 square feet. So I can't really say that. Like in Houston for $98,000, you're in a very small house, but West Virginia, and we were up on the side of a mountain. We overlooked a river, like 300 square feet of deck on the porch. It was just West Virginia. Don't do that. Don't ever live in West Virginia. Wick, if you live in West Virginia, I'm sorry. But we lived in West Virginia for like a year. But yeah, that house. Well, I had a love-hate relationship with that house, because the guy that lived there before me. That's funny. I just talked to somebody about this. Indiana, I can see that, brother. I can see that. The guy that lived there in the West Virginia house before me, they did a whole like addition onto it, and they upgraded some things, and he thought he was really handy, and you know what? He was not handy. So much so that those little all I know about Indiana is Ball State, because I went there for like a photography workshop once. And I think that's where David Letterman went to school. And interesting story. When I went there for the photography workshop, I was in high school, and they used to have storage lockers for you could put your bike in there, like a 10-speed or something. And a guy and a girl were trying to hook up, and everybody was two to a room, and they were trying to hook up, and they couldn't find any place to hook up. So they paid for one of those lockers and got in there and did the nasty. You know, what are we going to do? Oh my God, guys, there's a girl in here. Hey, Tina. Bay Area? Are you talking about San Francisco Bay Area? San Francisco Bay Area? Because good God, you live in like one of the most expensive places on the fucking planet. See, Wick, man, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I would take. Oh, it's looking good. I would take land over square footage, which is exactly the opposite of what we did with this house. But we needed to. Let's see. When we bought this house, well, we have the twins, and they're boy girl, so we knew we needed 2 extra bedrooms, and then we wanted a guest bedroom, so that was 3 extra bedrooms. We wanted to be able to put a gym in. Anyway, I don't want to get into that, but this house is bigger than it's a bigger house than I would have ever thought that we would have like actually needed. Now I say that, and now I run a business out of it. Like the 3-car garage was like, I just wanted some space to put my shit. Well, now I'm expanding into the second bay of the garage. So like it all worked out in the end, but how is my volume, by the way? I keep meaning to ask because I have this fancy new little camera that has a mic built into it and everything, and it's supposed to be directional. It's supposed to really pick me up, but I can't change it if it's not sounding great. $2 miles outside of town. Last year, electric coupe. That's nice, dude. See, that was so. Here's let's see. Hold on. Oh, you want to see some work on what this thing does? Well, right now, what it's doing is it's engraving a. Let me move this. It's engraving a tumbler. I'm going to put my little fancy glasses on so I can show you. Now, keep in mind, what it's engraving right now, it still has soot on it, so you won't be able to see the final project. But my idea was, like, what if I did a tumbler, but I did it all over? So that is what it looks like now. When I wipe the soot off, it's going to look more like this. Okay, and the reason I like doing on this instead of the auteur is it already has presets for coated metal. So instead of me having to I have to put my shield back up because I'm going to go blind. What do I do with it? I love it. Oh, there it is. So for you safety conscious people, I keep putting this piece of wood over here. Not that way. So I'm not getting like side lasered into my eyeball. Let's see. Volume is good. Okay. Yeah, man. Fucking Bay Area, dude. You know what? San Francisco is fucking amazing. Never lived there. Farted again. I don't know. I don't know if that picked it up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, see, and here's what I miss. Here's one of the biggest things I miss about houses in the Midwest. Basements. You can't have a basement in Houston because we're so close to the water table. I worked at a spa for a while, and the guy wanted to have a grotto. He wanted to have like a basement area. He had to put 31 wells on the property to drain all the water off, so he could do that. I miss the basement. The walkout basement is fucking fantastic. That's very cool. All right, let's see. Okay, so Tina was asking other stuff that I've done on here. Well, okay, this is just somebody asked me if this could happen. And so I did it. This is, can you see that? It's a test engrave. This is a coconut bowl. And I guess coconut's kind of hard, and she wanted to know if you could actually engrave on it. Yes, you can. I showed you the flask, but this is what we've been doing today, is we've been engraving flasks. So Tina, to kind of like get into like the business of this flask cost me, Ghetto, what's up, brother? This flask cost me in bulk like $3.25, $3.50. And it took me 8 minutes to engrave it. So Ghetto, what's happening, brother? What are you up to? I'm trying to think, Tina. I had a bunch of stuff. Let's see. So that is leather. So this thing will engrave and cut leather. That is engraved in it. The laser actually kind of bumped this, and so I stopped the cut, but it was cutting it as well. And now I'm actually really curious because I have not taken the char out. 1 second, we'll hit it with a little water, a little magic eraser, see what happens. That's not too bad. It would take some more cleaning, but it still stays pretty dark. I mean, now, of course, I darkened the logo because I wiped crap all over it. All right, you can engrave to a degree metal. So that is like a little stainless steel dog tag. I don't know where the rest of the stuff that I engraved in this thing was. Tina, honestly. I mean, we did test it to make sure it would cut, and it'll cut. That's 3mm walnut plywood. If I can find the cut, actually, I could probably just find the cut out. So that's 10 mil pine. So 10 millimeters. I think of two. I think 2 passes, and you have to kind of give it a little force. 3 passes, and it'll just pop right out. It's a solid unit. Ghetto, talk to me about, not here. Talk to me a little bit more about crypto. I've been working a little bit of Coinbase, but do me a favor and drop me a line, nick@builddadbuild.com, and we will rap about a little crypto, because you know what, my Shibu Inu or whatever the ship did not come in, which it did not for a lot of people. But yeah, but I'm all about it. So Tina, are you still here, Tina? As I'm talking directly to you. Oh no, I'm totally hanging on to that shit, baby. I have 2 million shares or something. Like, I feel you. All right, yes, sir. Hold on, children. Yes, ma'am. You're hungry? What do you want? You want Oreo? Do you want a vanilla Oreo or chocolate Oreo? Okay. Kids, I'll be right back. All right. So I'm gonna assume Tina left, or I really have that much of a delay. So xTool sent me out. I sold a bunch of their units because I like the unit. So they sent me out a bunch of more material. So you'll see me doing another video on it very soon. If Tina is around, that's the reason I was bringing it up. But they sent me a bunch of stuff to lasers. So check this out. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. They sent me this, which is I thought it was like one of those just a regular tumbler, but I guess it's like a tea or like an infusion type thing. It's got a little deal that comes out. Little screen, like you would do tea in there. So that's cool. Thanks, Ghetto. But then they just sent me like, we might as well just go through it. Like, so this is extruded acrylic, some cardboard, some paper, which I guess a bunch of people like. This is like kind of that thicker cardstock stuff. I don't have any real reason to do it, but I will. I don't even know what this is. It's felty on one side. It's kind of rubbery on the other. This looks like 3 mil, maybe basswood. Little plaque. Some more cardboard. I don't know if I'm supposed to engrave the cardboard. It's just in between the things because you can cut cardboard on this thing. And people do like these crazy, little deals with it. Oh, that's cool. So that's funny. I'd be curious what the range is on this. This is like a little framed sign, right? But this thing is pretty close to the material when it carves. So I'd be really curious if the guard, the surround, the orange part would hit this. We will find out. We have some thicker, man, it's so light. That's either balsa or basswood. I guess basswood's not, that's balsa wood. It's gotta be. It's way too light. Little slate coaster. Oh, fancy. Little dude. I mean, it's real wood, but it totally doesn't that look fake to you? Let's see. I don't know what that is. What is that? I mean, it's wood. It's finished. My wood guys, can you even see the grain in that? Like, that doesn't help. Still doesn't help. The grain looks familiar to me. I don't know what it is. I kind of wish they would have like sent me some information. Oh, look. They sent me a rock. This is all stuff they want me to engrave. So I'm assuming that it will all engrave. Right? And then we got a little another little dog collar thing. So hopefully I can I used to bartend too, Wick. I don't know if I would strain that, but there's a reason. I don't know if you guys know this. There's a reason that these have become so popular lately. And I say lately, like the last couple of years. Because nobody can see what you're drinking in there. Make a cocktail and get on the fucking move, baby. Dude, this thing looks kind of badass. I'm into it. Hold on a second. Let me get my maker stuff. Anyway, so if Tina is here or if she's not, there will be another video where I just engrave a bunch of different kinds of shit because they sent me a bunch of different shit to engrave. Which, honestly, I appreciate. If you want me to, Ghetto, that is a silly comment. I've not tried glass, and here's why. I don't know if it'll work or not. So I see people say they can etch on glass with the diode laser, and I see other people say that you can't do it unless you put some sort of paste or something on there first. I honestly don't have enough excess glass just laying around to see, and I should order some. When I think of glass, I want to etch on whiskey glasses or something, which are not cheap. I guess what I should do is just order some pieces of glass and test on that. I see people I've seen people etch glass with a diode laser. I don't know how they do it. So Pierce, they weren't like bulk. I bought they were in bulks of 4. It was a Black Friday deal. So if you want to, I'll see how much they are now. If you want to send me an email, nick@buildthatbuild.com, I found I found a guy on YouTube that had like a better deal on these, but Black Friday, these were cheaper than his deal. So yeah, there's no way. That's not what I paid. I'm trying to see if it'll tell me how much I paid for it. They're on there for $33 for 4 now, and I would have never paid that. But I just can't remember who it was. Somebody had a link on there for like a lot of 10 of them or a box of 10 of them, and they were less than $10 a pop. Glazed glass. So Wick, honestly, I don't know anything about etching glass. I would assume it's fairly difficult, and to me, it seems like it's more difficult to laser engrave anything that is made that's clear. So I just don't know. I really haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. But the rabbit hole I have gone down is an empty bottle of Makers. So I'll be right back. Oh, shit. All right. Sorry. PJ, when'd you get here? I was going to ask you out of film or tape. Yeah, that's what I thought. So do you do it on the back or the front? Oh, I got you. You think you need to glaze it first. No, I know. So I've more looked into how to engrave metal with the diode or a CO2 laser, and most of that involves something that you have to put down some sort of medium first, and then so I don't think you're really etching the metal. What you're doing is you're burning the medium and you're getting it hot enough to where it sticks to the metal. It's kind of like when you do the white tile method where you paint the tile first and then you engrave it. You're not actually engraving the tile. You're superheating the titanium dioxide in the paint to where it adheres to the tile and doesn't come off. Like, why can't I grab a good tile to begin with? Oh, come on. Jesus. I don't know how many blank ones I have in here. So this isn't the best representation, but like little Chucky there. Basically, this is a white tile that I painted with titanium dioxide. I painted it with Rust-Oleum paint that has titanium dioxide in there. And when it lasers it, it etches this into it. Well, it doesn't etch it. It burns this and adheres it to it. So the tool that I always use is right there. It's right there. Anyway, I'm going to use my nails because I have no better way to show it. But this won't come off. I'm looking for something more substantial that won't just like scratch the shit out of it. Here we go. So that's etched in there enough that it's not going to come off. Whereas like this tile, now I've put a top coat on this, so it's good. But if it didn't have a top coat on it and I went at it like this, I would scrape the black paint off. Sorry. PJ's laying it down, man. I'm into it. Troy's back. What's up, brother? Yeah, gotta, like, if you guys are looking for like cheap tumblers, like, email me. And like, I'm on a couple of wholesale sites, and the link that I found from, I'm gonna say this dude because I can't remember his channel's name, was cheaper than the wholesale sites. It was I think I want to say it's less than $10 a tumbler for like the little skinny guys that, like, apparently everybody are using it. Yeah, me too. Working on this bourbon. Actually, we got shit going down. Check that out. I'm really curious now that I have not timed it and have no frame of reference. All I know is that every laser software I've used horribly over or underestimates how long it's going to take to do something. It's kind of like if you've ever had a MacBook and it's like, hey, do you want to download this update? And you're like, yes, I want to download that update. And it's like, it's going to be 20 minutes. And you're like, cool. So you download it. It's like, okay, 20 minutes, 19 minutes, 18 minutes, 17 minutes, 75 minutes. And then it fucking like goes crazy. Like, your computers should work better. I'm just saying. Oh, vodka. What did you get for like being in, where are you, Minnesota? Like, yeah, it's like pull that straight out of the freezer and put it in your body. So Pierce, I used the D1 to do ornaments in Alive. I've put out 2 videos. One of them I did in Lightburn, and I did it on the Auteur, and the other one I did in I did it in Adobe Illustrator, but then I ported it over to the D1 and did a ornament on the D1. Yeah, Wick. Exactly like that. Tina, when you say toy shop, I've been watching a lot of TikTok lately. Kidding. Biker bar themed backsplash in our toy shop. I need pictures, Tina. I need pictures. Yeah, right, Wick? Oh, so all right, sorry, bud. What should I engrave on here? This is that weird. Well, I say weird. I don't know. Like, I'm not a tea guy. I'm assuming this is tea, right? Like, you can't smoke pot out of the thing. Don't let your kids see this, kids. Hold, please. I think it's a dog. Occasionally, Siggy has to come check out the shop, make sure I'm okay. The Christmas tree shop and me and by me sells old tumblers. Jesus Christ, really? I can buy that shit. Did that themed? Ghetto, what are you talking about? Did I say something and I've forgotten already? Maybe it's a basket for fruit. Oh yeah. Oh, in there? I could see you making a little like martini or little vodka based drink there, Troy, and putting your fruit or whatever in there. Hey you, come here. Just say hi. You can't see her, can you? Suggs. She has to be the weirdest dog I've ever had. I get dogs. Like, hi baby. They just make sense to me, what they do and all that stuff. And Sugi does not make sense to me. I don't quite understand. Oh, on the flask. Okay, yeah, I can maybe do that. Oh, on the gold flask? All right. Oh, Troy, dude, how old are you? I have to ask this because you know what? I was a huge fan of Red Bull and vodka when I was in my early 30s. And my wife and I would drink that shit, and we would and the beauty of it is, you have this, I guess, fabricated, not fucked up business going on. But we would also stay up until we'd stay up every weekend and watch the sunrise. And then we'd just, dude, Troy, you were the fucking man. My ass is 48 and I can't do that. I can't Red Bull and vodka is beyond my reach at this point. If I don't drink anything at all, I'm asleep by 10 on the couch. Because I'm fucking busy and I got shit going on. But we used to, you know what? And you know what we found out? The people that would party with us all did coke. We'd be like, man, these guys are really cool and stuff. And it was like, hey, man, you want to bump a fucking rail? No, not really. I can't, Brian. I can't do anything that has caffeine anymore, with booze. Actually, I probably could now. We never leave the house. Wick, did you just, what's rebuilding in Jaeger? Did that autocorrect on you? So yeah, so I was okay in our clubbing days. I was Red Bull and vodka, and Paige was Red Bull and vodka, and we would just crank that shit out. The sad thing is, we would get home. First of all, I would drive home because that shit kind of makes you think you're not drunk when you are. So I would drive home, but then we would sit down on the patio because I really enjoy my wife's company. And we would sit down on the patio and we'd have another and we would hang out and watch fucking YouTube and we'd laugh and shit. And then the next thing you know, the sun's coming out, which is fine until we had kids. Pierce, I'm just whiskey too, brother. And I'm out. So I'll be right back. We're I think we're halfway through this thing. We're halfway through and I haven't heard from my wife yet. So that's good. Hold, please. 6. What are we doing? Okay. All right. Caffeine is my vice. So I'm a caffeine guy. Like I drink way more coffee than I should, but I can't, dude. Rick, brother, let's come on over and let's have some tequila. Brian, how much plywood do you have, sir? Wick, nothing wrong with that, brother. I was the funny thing is I was counting out, so I have 8 top tier patrons, and one of them is my father-in-law, who's not supposed to drink at all, actually, and then one of them is a recovering alcoholic. So I'm like, oh, well, these flasks, I guess they only need to make 6 of them. PJ, I have beehives now, so you make your own mead. How does that work? I just don't. I don't understand. Do you just use the? I don't understand how that works. Evan, that's what fucking psychopaths say, dude. I appreciate the offer of that. And you should know. So I'm so glad that my knee just hit the table. I'm sure I just fucked up the laser. So Evan, man, I appreciate the offer. I really do. I am horrified of all people. And I usually, when I'm out, I'm only out. I don't want to be out. But you should come check out the Houston area makers Discord channel, because when I do go out, I go out with those guys. Email me at nick@builddadbuild.com and I will send you the link and we can hang out. Wick, I hear you. I honestly know I drank too much, and I have accepted this fact. Honey, water, and yeast. Really? Is it sweet? Evan, I was being kind of shitty, but seriously, email me for the link to the Discord channel, and we hang out through there. I just only hang out in groups. Kevin, dude, what the fuck? Your notifications are shit. No worries, brother. No worries. Let's see. Can't make sentences. I can't either. So, Wick, is weed legal in Indiana? I mean, just curious. Because I tend to think, okay, so like when I was in college, man, I did some drugs. Like, I did some drugs that I would like. I'm not happy. Like I would not necessarily reveal to like everybody I knew anymore because like we did some drugs. I worked in a fucking restaurant industry. Come on. But I have like really bad anxiety, and I really wonder if like just smoking the tiniest bit of weed would negate that. Because I know if I smoke a lot of weed, I get super paranoid. Anyway. And did you know that wow, Gato, what? Is it really? No, it is. Oh, it is. Nice. All right, go read Gato's last comment. I honestly, man, like, don't get me wrong. I think weed should be legal everywhere. I'm like, the fact that it's legal in like fucking 12 states or something. I'm like, come on, dude, stop this federal bullshit. Just legalize fucking pot. And dude, I like, man. Tina, you never know what you're gonna get. That's how it works around this joint. I just let these guys talk, and then I fucking intervene and become the the ringleader. It's a thing. But Tina, like, you have not responded to me either. Did you get the information you need? Do you need me to? I don't know if I can necessarily show you anything else right now, but like, do you have any questions? I guess. Josh, welcome back, brother. What's up, Derek? So, okay, so not to turn this into like a pot extravaganza, but I just, when I was in college, we smoked all the pot we had. Like, anytime we got marijuana, we smoked it all, and we just got fucking crazy drunk. Kind of like if you bought a bottle of liquor and we just all pounded it until it was gone. So my experience with weed was always like craziness. Like, it was so much. And I'm like, all I want to know is if I fucking hit like a little bit of a hitter, like every night or every other night, would my anxiety go away? Because that's kind of what I understand. And I'm like, honestly, like, there's no substance that I want to party on anymore. So I'm done with the party mode for any kind of drug. So if pot would mellow me out just a little bit and I would feel less anxiety, that would be awesome. At the time, I did. Wick, I'm not kidding. So here's the other thing about like going to college, right? Which not a fan of. You know what? If you want to be a doctor, go to college. I would say if you want to be a lawyer, go to college, but fucking fuck all lawyers. Anybody else, probably a trade school, right? Like, wouldn't you rather have all of the information that you need, all the skill that you need given to you to understand how you need to do your job? Fucking colleges now are like, hey, you need to go. Try not to be too un-PC, but like traditional colleges. Oh, mama's home. Traditional college now is like, go get fucked up and maybe make some contacts. Oof. It's mama. Mama's home. Woo! Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about, Troy. That's all I want to do. So we started this this etch. And I didn't realize it was going to take 71 minutes, but it's looking kind of cool.
Oh, you're doing your round thing.
Oh.
Oh, you took my suggestion.
Yes.
It looks great.
I always take your suggestions. Who can't park right? Turn that car around. Okay, so you guys, I need to go inside for a minute and check on the kids and the mama, and I'll be back up. All right. Who said way back in 98? Like, back in fucking 88. Way back in 98. Y'all are killing me. Yeah, so y'all don't know that my wife supports my woodworking habit here. So she makes the money and I do the things. So you know what? When Mama gets home, Mama gets what Mama wants. Oh no, she doesn't give a shit about that. The thing is, like, anytime. So here's the weird thing: like, anytime my wife has ever smoked weed, she fucking like throws up. Now, granted, she's probably smoking too much weed, but it's been a long time ago. And what's a thing, Wick? I'm really curious. Like, so Wick, I get you, but realize we're in college. Like, you overindulge on everything. So I don't think she would just like puke every time she did weed. I think she just fucking did too much weed. All right, you know what? None of my business, right? All right, but check this out. It's looking cool, right? Okay, let me get through here. Look at that. Yes. Yes, queen. All right, so we're probably not going to get this whole thing done tonight, right? Because my wife's about to whoop my ass. But we'll post this tomorrow. Troy, it should always be that way. What the fuck is that? Sorry, sometimes my kid like gets out in the garage and fucks with me, and I was like, oh, there's a noise coming from over there. Well, yeah, Ghetto, come on. I know how weed works. I just never really thought it would be a thing that would like. So, like, I'm a million miles an hour all the time. And when I start to slow down, like, I get super depressed. So, like, I feel like maybe weed might be like the thing that makes that happen without happening, without losing my mind.
Troy, I have no idea. Too late. Evan, that is the xTool D1 10-watt laser engraver. And if you're interested in getting one, the link is in the description of this video. I am in love with this thing. So it's so hard for me to tell you guys this stuff and be legitimate about it, but it is legit. Like, Doggo! What the fuck, brother? Hey, buddy. I don't rep anything that I don't like. Okay, so like if somebody sends me an item, a tool, and it's just okay, you know what? You'll see one video on it. I will talk about the specs, and that'll be it. The D1 over here, the xTool D1, I'm in love. I'm in love with this fucking thing. So I'm sitting here printing here. I realize you can't really see what that is, but it's like a lace embroidery skull type business, and I'm gonna print it all over the entire thing. Probably not gonna show it in here tonight because it's gonna take super long, but it's amazing. Doggo. Doggo, everybody keeps telling me that weed is my medicine. So go check out Doggo. Do you have an actual weed channel right now that I can bump or that you can bump? So Doggo, throw it down if you can. If you can't, like send it to me and I'll throw it down. Thing is, everybody keeps telling me that I should like smoke some weed to like chill out. I'm like, well, that's not legal in Texas. So that's what we're talking about right now. Oh, I'll click on your name, motherfucker. Anyway, and the thing is, I was like, hey, listen, I know people that can like get me like the fantastic strains and whatnot, but it's not legal in my state. Everybody says weed works, and I appreciate that. I totally understand that. And again, I live in Texas. But thanks, Tina. I appreciate that. Like I 100% believe what you're saying. Oh shit! I forgot. Pierce can post stuff. So yeah, Pierce is posting your business. No, I feel you, man. The thing is, like, it's just. I would be 100% weed, dude. Like, I get it. Like, I understand. And I've heard that it will take care of my anxiety. And Doggo, if just happen to send me a package of coffee or something, I'd be down. All right. Now, the thing is, my wife's inside, my kids are fucking crazy, and I gotta go. So, I love you guys. And I will post this thing when it's done.